How the third party stole the election. Every citizen down in Voteville liked Election Day a lot, but not the third party candidate. He did not. The man hated elections. He hated the whole season. Now please don't ask him why. We all know the reason. It could be his views weren't far enough right, or maybe the Electoral College was his kryptonite. But I think the most likely reason was his delegate pool was way too small. But, whatever the reason, his views or his pool, he stood there on election eve, anticipating the electoral freeze. As the excitement for the election built in degrees, the third-party candidate said with a sneer, "Tomorrow is election day, it's practically here." And then he surmised with a twinkle in his eye, "I must find a remedy for my inevitable demise." For tomorrow, it would come in a chilling chorus. Left, 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 right, right, right. Why don't they listen to me? He said in defeat. I must steal the election for my party. But how? Then he surmised, to a final design, an awful malign. I know just what to do, he brooded in his HQ. So he found his best powdered wig and said, I'll dress like General George. With these stockings and wood teeth, I'd look just like the first commander-in-chief. All I need is a running mate. Someone who politically conflates. But since bipartisanship is an extraordinary occasion, he dressed a snowman in a kind of pantsuit persuasion. Then, he and the snowman went down to the constituents. Finding a group with an unenergized constitution, he assumed the perfect character many found essential, quickly assembling some packs for the financial. With his constituents mobilized and his poll numbers up, all of a sudden he stood immobilized. Something was up. A young millennial not more than 19, short and curious, and went by Kathleen. She asked the candidate, but, what's in it for me? The man was surprised as he forgot the young vote, but then he replied with wit to the young girl, through free education in college, of course. With the millennial sated and ready to vote, and all of his other policies memorized by rote, young Kathleen influenced the views of her friends. At last the candidate thought, I can now make amends. The third-party candidate stayed up that whole night, looking at anti-third-party articles with great spite. As the tension reached its pinnacle of that election morning, the atmosphere of the town was anything but boring. The third-party candidate, keen in hearing his name, listened to the town for any sign of political strain. His party was mentioned, more than brought up. He won New Hampshire, with more than just luck. But then he won Delaware, New Mexico, and Mississippi, whose state bird is a wood duck. The next morning, the incumbent party was just out of luck. The competing party had the election plucked. The third-party candidate was taken aback. He thought spoiled elections ended with Perot. However, he tied the election for the other party with the bow. At the end of it all, he pitched in the towel, but his delicate pool grew 3 sizes, so he didn't have a cow. The end.